Yeah, man, loan some up. May I tell you. I read about a little case with the police that we with the 800,000. I'm still have to ask, can we want to talk to the head of the JCF and talk to some of the branches about Maitland. We have to talk to Maitland, right? Because Maitland, them look for Maitland as a police officer, constable. And me want to know how him come by the lavish lifestyle. Where I live by, or him first come by that. I couldn't say, okay, me use me 90,000 and 80,000 when I carry over and this start in a music and them thing there. Remember I don't have this listen to music, you know. See? Yeah, man. The music takes so long and hard. And when you interview all of them greats, them tell you how hard it is, you know, for go through music and set some trend and, you know, make things. I'll win money and make you know, say, okay, we know how the whole thing work. Okay? So I'm going to ask some question. You know, you say if you leak out the win, you hear the song this, if you take out the funds out of certain things and you see certain liar disperse. Yeah? Yeah, man. So me ask them, come on, know how Constable Maitland, yeah, afford the lavish lifestyle like the BMW. But him, me good salary, want know him afford that. Where I'm living up in a Chelsea. So I know it's not less than maybe 180 200,000 a month. Mm-hmm. That double up in pay or something. Saying, plus it buy car and maintain car and then live the life, because you have to live up the life and do what you do. With other sources on the ground to the say beyond the world kind of thing them it mix up in from morning. Yeah. Saying? But when we want, me I just make some requests. And we just jack it down here. So the first thing we want to know, yeah? In claiming a music producer. Yeah? So me not like him show Uno police. But we want him show now. I'm tax registration and him tax compliance certificate. You want to know that? Proof of funds, clients, banking records to prove legitimacy of the money. All these we want to know. Because we pay money. And by the way, I don't think the liar, when you pay a liar, we not business where you liar. If you know say this a dirty money, you're not supposed to work off a legit money. No, so it's supposed to go. Eh? Right? So that does one request. All right. So I could touch on the prosecution, yeah, must zero. Let me tell you, the prosecution must zero in and the finance. You have to zero in for them finance completely. Or him come by the money, the startup money and where him do and everything. And then you have a thing named under the Proceed of Crime Act. The government is not duty bound to establish ill-gotten gains, but the accused man also have a burden to prove how him accumulate his wealth. So we want to go buy that, you know, and grab him by this thing, you know. Because remember, you know, a man with money, him have the know how if him feel say, all right. But it don't even make sense. We can't tell me that it don't make sense because, you know, here this now, if you have certain eyewitness or certain things, yeah man. Yeah man. See? Yeah man. No, well, feds involved in this too. So we're glad when I see talk investigating. Because I tell you say feds involved in that. So them I get guided. And I like Indicom. Nobody feel no way. Indicom now have no teeth. Remember me have case with Indicom. The police stay up my back seat. So some people, remember just Indicom have to discredit to no. Because we don't have no arresting powers. They move it. When they say when they investigate, at the same strike 5 of a charge people. One time, them and Terrence. Me just remind people say, nobody now depend on Indicom. Yeah? Indicom is a dog without teeth. No, don't talk about Indicom and feel good. About Indicom and investigate you. Foolishness. 5 years, and them say them a call and Mr. Allen and Mr. Brown in a one thing. Remember me showing it? Yeah, me should have dry it out and shown it again, you know. I read it out, Tony, you know. Them can't find who tear up my thing, mash up my car, have gun for me, and can't find none of 3 police, and say my case close. In the come by the way, not check 5. They run, say them investigate and them turn over the investigation to strike 5. Who come and say the girl must be charged. This is where Indy come do. When you see enough people not realize that Indy come no good, you know. That dog without teeth, you know. I just make you feel good. You know, like how some people are doing some rum and feel good and then get a hangover a little later. Them now have no teeth. Me talk straight. Saying? So nobody think about in the commanding thing. When me say see talk, now me feel better and some big thing and think I know the thing run. See? So we ask about the procedure crime act. Because we want seize where the money pan that mean him can't run up and down and do certain little things, you know. Like a beach is stout, you know. Yeah man, you have to seize up on him. Yeah? Them and I may ask them that this too. They should institute seizure proceeding against him in the Supreme Court if he failed to establish legitimacy of his funds. So you go after the funds, that means you can't pay no like go use a legal aid. So when I have no big chat and what have you. And by the way, some people think say he might get to know an open and shut case. Remember you know? And I like somebody say, hey, me go check this. And somebody said this. No, you got the people them yard pick up our data. You carry your apartment. People see that and I'm gonna talk to her at your apartment. And then you go do it. So you can get to her for nothing at all. Let her just open and shut case. You have other cases where they might don't find body. My brother body not find it, you know. But you wouldn't know sir, who and this man I do this. Come here, I tell you that it has stir up some World War III and think yes, certain things we not believe in them kind of evil thing there. You understand? Yes. Because them think that evil. So we understand what the people them I go through. But me I go through this and I bear this even longer than that. Even like 20 days this and you hear this. Me I wait for years. Because me tell you, there's enough thing we go through. So we feel this. I will go through it and we live through it at night time. When we just relax. And everything I run through me, it's just, and me I say, see them. Saying that's why I say me come down so strong all the time. You understand? So we go through it and we still I go through it. So we know about missing person and thing. Remember, me live it in. Me live it. Yeah. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You see me I say? Yeah. So we are asked at them, because we want to take away the funds from him. Oh, moonlighting not supposed to be a part of the force too. You're not supposed to do moonlighting, don't it? Eh? Indicom never have no power. Them go in a, let me tell you this, I know them buy out in Indicom or not believe in them. Me I tell, listen, me have case with Indicom in a brother. Christopher. Them no buy out Indicom, them no have no power. Them can't do arrest, you know. So what them do is put out Indicom to make you feel good. At 5 years, the man them draw gun for me. Say them a police and take me hold on my back seat. 100,000 for fix it back. Man them could have shoot me down. Eh? Show them all video and all kind of things. What them do? Oh, keep the video. They might investigate. Then them come tell me them not find not even one man. Joke this. So Indicom cover things. A dog without teeth. You understand? You understand? Yeah, Christopher. So remember me, yes, when I feel the answer of them, I will meet people. So in the come for the what? It have got to strike 5. I just see us calm down crowd and you feel good and them thing there. Better see talk have some things and certain agency, yeah? More than Indicom. Me I tell you that because I know that them can arrest you. Them used to harder that thing, but them move that. Up. So remember they move that. Yeah? Yeah, man. Yeah. Him can't do moonlight and rich. Okay. That mean we know say other things him a do. Okay? You see me I say? Yeah, man. So me want them do that. And come want them crush. Come hear this. You see, if you not crush him criminal empire, a criminal empire, some of them running. You have to crush it, you know. So you move this thing all time thinking and everything. Him not have no money for do nothing. Nobody not answer to him. Him for pay. Him for pay to him teeth. You can't come. Number one, there is no open and shut case. It's an open and shut case. There is no get to him. Forget him can't get to from yourself. Nowhere at all. Even if a man come for you in a act, even a mastermind and him come for you. Yeah? Yeah? Him come for you. Him and your people them witness him come for you. and then they discover you dead round there, so who them forgot for? Oh, me I go look for the man, they know him come for you and carry you in your death. Him I forgot prison, you know. Him come pick you up. You there in your house. You see it? So there is no two-way about that. You know, I'm not two-way. And I pick her up. Where the liar come and say, no, I never him pick her up, I'm dopey. No, that's strange. I never him. Them never say. The madam never talk to her. She never go up her apartment. And then he might tell her, I'm going to pan down and go for liar and do all kind of little things. A open and shut case. That when them going to pan down, so them for the scheme of slammer. Slammer. Zoom. And don't depend on in the come and make a organize and things a case weak. The case are too strong. You have other case where them don't find body, but look much people gonna prison for it. You understand? Him now, remember, you know, him pick up she from my yard, carry her go up a film place and come back and deal with what him a deal with. Foolishness. You understand? You see me I say? Blade, you know, so around here, so come on, Blade, man. Blade, your name Brown in a Blade. Don't repeat them stupidness where you hear them talk, brother. You know, so me not deal with that, you know. They're true of female, of course. You know, so me not deal with that, brother. See? You know, so me not deal. Let me tell you this. You have a free up right now, a big man, you know. Me not, you see foolishness? Me can't join foolishness, brother. Me not do it, man. You see me I say? Me not do it. You see, me not deal with conspiracy theories and me not deal with certain things. Me not do that. Brother, your name Brown. A Brown, my name, you know. We learn some Brown. But Brown a star, man. You're a star, brother. You know, some things when it make sense, just do it, just deal with it, no man. Just think out of the box, man. You see me I say? This guy now, we want to move everything from him. You understand? So once them look deeply down in a finance situation, how you come accumulate up this. And by the way, no lie, you're not supposed to collect no dirty money to represent nobody. Make sure the money there come from legit source or sources. Once the spreadsheet, once you come to the money, once you live the lavish life, we want to look back on all of your files, them, who you charge, or who this, or who that, or who you get paid for, mash up, or who you not get paid for, do everything. You have to review this. And a joke. Yeah, man. You see me I say? You're Justin, man. We have to, man. If you're Brown, man, them related somewhere or the other, man, we check it out. You're good, man. You see me I say? Yeah, man. But everyone are serious, Brown. Like that, Brown. Brown not play. We not play around. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You see him? Yeah, man. All right. So Noel, I'm going to tell you this. Can I push out this? Every year, he has to present a statutory declaration to the Integrity Commission. What he declare on paper, is it, yeah, you have to know, say, okay, anything when declare on paper, if I'm actual, if he can afford him actual lifestyle, because them, the Integrity Commission, yeah, them supposed to know, say, okay, him declare this, him a earn, and them, a matter of fact, him have to prove how him earn the money and them thing there. Supposed to. You know, just to declare some things and earn some money and say, okay, I look at music, do this, and me get this. We have to see every paperwork and everything. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Easy in a camera. I'm not going to the house. Big up your mother too, man. You see me, I say? Yeah, man. Zane? Yeah, man. Zane? So right now we have to hold him. A matter of fact, all FLA, you to work up at FLA. If you have any impersonal license, make sure seize that too. Everything, yeah, man, you have to just take away all him ties. Anything where him gain illegally, it for seize. And when I talk about wait down there, so you know, if it start the procedure right now, seize it. You lick the win out of everything where him have, you know. You might think one, you might just come truthful now, because you don't have the money for back you. The big liar, them are run up and down, you can't pay them, because you can't pay them. All the pay that you're not supposed to get paid, that's supposed to suspend them. They're my live, mom, and live. And live. Yes, and come in. You understand? So, yeah, so come in here. Yeah. So this, where him, we have to deal with him that way. We have to deal with him that way. Let me call somebody. Well, on there. Put it there, well, on there. Yeah, man. So we have to deal with him that way. We have to slap way and all make sure. And we want the whole of the agency for run out for him, you know. And nobody thinks say in the come. In the come, we want to talk to him. And in the come, we want to run up and down with him. Come pull the door for mum to me. Pull the door for mum to me. That's my life. Yeah? Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, my mother-in-law, she not a place, you know. So we go for her in the morning, and she, like, she like out herself, so she don't want to pull it. And I'm my next mother that, you know. Mother gone say, yeah, man. Family more as we say, Yeah, man. You understand? Yeah, man, we keep it real. See? Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. You see me I say? Yeah, man. All right, yeah, man. See? So the whole of this, as someone of them pressure him. We want move. No, see that? No, the front, that one there. Put that one there for you. Yeah. Okay, good. See, we want move that from him. That mean him now have them kind of. And because see what I run him down now and do all kind of thing. But this is an open and shut case here. Not the case. And nobody no different panel. In the come on, in the come now have no teeth round here. Them now have no power. Don't make them trickle. Stop make them trickle. In the come I tell them straight. And who them have up that Terrence used to fight for certain things and them get defeated about that. That's why I'm leave. So you go, dog without teeth. You go, remember you go, I do lad, but one a we, And go turn liar and then put him in the seat. Me I tell you, say, in the come worthless. Now, in the come and nothing. In the come when you make nice and you say, we want justice, them run out and you how much case you see them a boss? And them write up and pass it past track 5, where you see them write up them foolishness and say the girl cut her one ear. In the come do that. No put no trust in the come. They will let you down. Remember them let me down with my vehicle, with man dragon for me, We claim them a police, In the come a dog without teeth. Yeah? Them big old mangy dog without teeth. Yeah? Full of ball, boo, 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 boo. And you believe in them, but it's a way for cool you down. You remember them, they go, remember, hey, but watch the thing. I not joke me I make. Me just go for me thing and show you. In the come, them now have no use. When you run and you want to talk to them and in the come, when them do something, them investigate, them still have to turn it over to the police. And them have to still give, a matter of fact, when you give the DPP, who are going to do the arrest? The same police. Yeah. So when if you know these things, in the come now have no use on you, man. Now when your people are running up and down and talk about in the come. No, 5 years. I'm see them send the big bone envelope. I think me they show no. A big dog, big old major dog without teeth. Them man no body, man. You understand? But we are telling them off all him. Make sure the proceed the crime act, you use it against this guy. You have to show me how you make him money. How you buy the car, how you can maintain, how long you live in this much money him spend everything. You declare these things, then it register that you pay your taxes. Hold him pan tax evasion, then if him never pay taxes, if him say, but you have some other things to hold him pan. How much money that make it declare? Or you make the money. Remember, if you make money through music, you're supposed to have the paper trail. That not this guy. You understand? Hold him, man. We not joke with him, man. Hold him, man. See? We are hold him. We're not joking with him. You see me, I say? Yeah, man. Blessed brother. Yes, man. Yeah, man. Put you on your life. Okay, yeah, man. Yes, brother. How you doing, man?
Yes, Wayne.
Yes, man.
Yes, not so bad. I agree with you that a murder charge and having a policeman involved is a very serious crime. I mean, murder is one of the most serious offense in the criminal justice system. And this guy now, if he has obtained monies through ill-gotten gains, then I agree that the prosecution should zero in onto his finance.
Good.
And if his pay doesn't match the lifestyle that he lives, then he has to explain where does he get the money from.
Of course. Of course.
And you cannot have a man with ill-gotten gains paying lawyers from it. In America, it doesn't work that way. You have to provide an affidavit and substantiate your funds and where it's coming from.
Yes, yes.
You can't just take up a sum of money and give lawyers in the United States when you're dealing with high-profile matters like this.
Yes. Yes.
So, the prosecution has all the power, as you mentioned. Look at the Proceeds of Crime Act that you mentioned. It's a perfect tool that the police has to deal with a situation like Maitland's.
Yes.
Because he lives at what? Chelsea Manor apartment.
That's like 180, 200,000.
That's like 180 to 200,000 per month.
Mm-hmm.
How does
he pay
he
like
afford that kind of
90,000
rent? I remember you have light and water.
Yes. And
according
maintenance.
to reports,
yes.
he drives a BMW, right? And
yeah.
he says in the interview he had with Donnelly, when both of them were gesticulating and showing love to each other.
Yes.
Not knowing that he is going to be the one to kill her.
Yes.
Well, he said he spent a whole lot of thousands of US dollars on music production. Where does he get those money from?
Before him even make some money. Because him say before you make money, it take 3 months to get some little views and also you make back money. So he might tell you, say him spend all these money and you have to have the whole of this how much him pay. Him say it out of mouth. Me see it, me watch it.
And,
so
and
where
as
get them
you
start
mentioned,
yes.
He submits an annual declaration, right?
Yes.
Now, Integrity Commission should look at it carefully and check his finances to see whatever he puts on the declaration form that the same is commensurate with his lifestyle. And if it doesn't match, then he has to give an account.
By the way,
any account he gives has to be truthful and provable.
Yes.
So if he cannot prove the legitimacy of those funds as you rightly established,
yes.
then under the Proceeds of Crime Act, they can take it away.
Right.
That's why you have the Supreme Court where you can launch seizure proceedings, whereby the defendant or the accused man failed to give a transparent account of how he accumulates his wealth.
Yes.
Then those monies can be confiscated, whether it's money, property, cars, and whatever in the bank, whatever in insurance funds, any kind of money that can be seized by the government.
Yes.
And it's necessary too, because this is a very painful case. And you have a lawyer who is coming out and making outlandish statement, and I'm sure if the government should proceed to seize his money, you won't hear anything from this lawyer again. The government will have to appoint a legal aid for him. Because it's all about the money. If you take away the profit that Maitland gains from the crimes he committed, his ill-gotten gains, then there is no Christopher Townsend anymore. Because the money is gone. The government should appoint him a legal aid lawyer.
Yes. So you have to knock him everywhere and make sure him knock.
Yes, murder is a serious offense. When you commit murder, it's like you stir up ants' and the government going to go all out for you.
Yes, yes.
From any angle. So if it's the money, they're going to take it away from you.
So hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, brother. Me just see somebody else saying produce a song. Let me tell you this. If you notice, you have some artists in Jamaica right now where them have a billboard. When you look them set them up on billboard and remember you have song where win all Grammy and tongue sell 3,000 copies. There is no way. When an album sell for like $10, 3,000 copies, you will Grammy that can cover no cost. $10 song. You do the math. Some people are them number one and sell 800 download album. It never work out. So no, you might have played it because people just download it and just take it and no buy it and you hear it play and they say big tune. But when you make a fight, they might look for views and things. Some buy bats. So it look like millions of views. We know the whole of the thing.
But
you understand? So we know that.
Clearly,
yeah,
that
man.
It cost a whole lot of money.
Him say it. Of course, but that's true.
Sometimes he doesn't even make back anything.
Him say it.
You know?
Him say it.
So, and secondly is that a job of a police officer is a very serious job. Is it ethical for him to be doing other stuff?
Him did
Where you
after
mix
I
up with all
commission.
those kind of guys and making money from it. It's like using music production to preserve his underworld.
Thank you, sir. I'm talking to a learned person here. Yes, man. I'm talking, we might tell us that, but I'm going to make know. Yes, man.
That's why it's also necessary for them to check thoroughly as to who came there and looked for him at a point when the investigation was at a sensitive stage.
That is it.
That can disrupt the entire investigation to have a high-profile person go there and visit him. Information can be passed on. Scenes can be protected. Monies can move quickly. All different type of stuff. That was such a massive breach. How could that policeman do that? He must have been paid above $50,000 to let in someone to do an unlawful visit. He wouldn't do it for free. He wouldn't do it for free because he would have known that he was putting his job on the line.
Of course. Of course. Them now do it for free. If you talk, you must have about some big money, you say about 2 or 3 million this, you know. Or some problem this, so 2 or 3 million. Beach is out to the same thing, you know. And them think him that I get to and them hold him, you know. You have to make example out of Beach is out. And him at the first black billionaire over there, and no police when they touch him, because I'm untouchable. I remember Beach is out to build up half of the same thing. Him build up half of this and then turn a businessman. So him in the underworld, selling thing, exporting thing, and then him turn a businessman. So we know Beach is out kind of.
But just a few months ago, the premier of British Virgin Island, Faye, he was held in a cocaine operation in Miami, and he has to get some credible businessmen with monies flowing through bank account to actually sign on to the bail bond. They wouldn't accept any money unless it's provable that it's good money.
Remember,
this is same thing should be applied in Jamaica here.
Issues. Okay.
So in other words, Christopher Townsend should not be able to get any money from ill-gotten gains. It must be lawful money. And if a constable's pay of $90,000 is unable to pay Christopher Townsend $2 to $5 million, then that is illegal money.
All right.
They should appoint him a government lawyer, or the Jamaica Police Federation should assist in the process. But this man should not be allowed to use ill-gotten gains to fund his legal bills money when he has done such grave harm to the state.
Thank you.
You're talking about murder. This is the most serious offense on any criminal book.
You know, I take this very seriously. I say, no. I never even in the island, brother. I'm a brother. No, we never get back bone because them take on my brother same way. And you notice me still talk about it all now. And me look at brother, you know. And enough more people lose them family, brother. Same way. So, and I like, look, you so long we are crying in the wilderness. You so long myself. I remember one sick of me bury him, you know. Mama, you did come on Barry funeral. Remember the brother Barry, the one was sick. Remember, you did come on funeral 98. Good. All right. And my wife, Madam, does talk to. Right? Yeah. She did at the funeral. She come at the funeral. Yeah. Yeah. But the other one no, not even born me get for bury. Them take him the same way. Saying? So me feel them kind of pain when I see them thing, I get me hungry. You understand? Real angry. And a joke thing. Me not take him for joke thing, me not look. Yeah, me just come, you come out with full force.
I heard you mention that he drives a BMW, for example. The government should look if he got a financing regime with the bank. They should look if he got a
that pay where I get, nobody not finance a BMW with that pay. Nobody not get that pay there. You know, if they finance certain car with them kind of money there because, you know, the money where you have to pay, if you look at natural, certain Toyota, 100,000 and then money there. Oh, you have a BMW drive. Look at me BMW.
And if he cannot prove as to the funding for the motor car, that is also criminal property that should be confiscated. Because he's a policeman and he's not allowed to do certain job. They call it moonlighting, whatever you want to call it, music production. Yesterday at the press conference, I heard them. They don't even recognize music production in the police force. Because I heard DCP Bailey kind of sidestep it when they asked him what does he do as an alternative source of living, and to that effect. And Mr. Bailey didn't want to endorse anything about any music production
Hold on,
because
let me
they
just
don't
answer.
recognize it.
Hold on, let me just answer. Kanja music is not theory. Legitimate questions. A matter of fact, everything where you hear me ask, say them for do, or that them for do, them I really check him out and them thing there. It help with the investigation and preserve law and order and everything. So it's not a theory. Theory I went some you understand them, they're not theory. You see me as a brother? No.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah, man. And we are asking them questions, and then we are asked the police to do these things. Yeah. See me I said?
But the police has the tools.
Them have the tools and them
Proceeds of Crime Act.
Yes.
So they can't say they don't have no excuse.
You understand? So all these things are fact check. We just a fact check him, and make sure him thing right, You understand? So him can't come and him can't give him a theory. Say, I make the money by this through music.
Right. All right.
That give you some theory.
Does he have a registered business office? We want to know all of that because he said he's making a lot of money from music. Does he have a studio?
Yeah, no, him saying pay. So him pay. So him have all this money, I pay and bill with him and do everything because I'm saying in an interview. So what? I saw that interview. So that's why I ask. You understand? Me ask him. And then no man can tell me, say, him get a tune there, so. That not tune, no give you certain things where you think something. No, man, we remember so we have enough tune. You understand? So we know about tune. So I'm here to talk to know. Music,
so if he is so successful in music production, what time would he find to be a policeman?
Yeah, but we can't tell you, we can't just run down that and show you, say, where am I put in, boy, I don't, you see me, I say? Yeah, man. Yes, Kanja music. Bless up, man. Bless up yourself, man. Bless up yourself, family. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, I bless. See? But we have to, as me say, we have to take the punch all time powerfulness and the money and them same like beachy stout.
When ask yourself how many civil servants in Jamaica can afford to rent an apartment for $180,000 or $200,000 per month, light, water, food bill, gas bill,
and live up the lifestyle too.
Many chief executive officers cannot even afford that kind of lifestyle right now.
Right now, yeah.
And he's a constable getting $90,000 per month according to what you put.
Yes. Maybe right when them draw out that, maybe a little less too. When you go 100, them draw out some one MP and so, around 90 or maybe 85 and them things. So we just put it at 90, just round it off, 90. Right? So what that can do?
If it is that Fitz Bailey or the Director of Public Prosecution leaves the issue of Noel Maitland's finance on notice, then they are leaving a big gap in their case because you have to cut off funding from this man once it is illegally gotten.
Yes.
He should not use illegal money to pay Christopher Townsend to fight the government. It must be legitimate funds. The government cannot recognize or endorse any form of illegitimate funds.
Good.
So he must be called upon under the Proceeds of Crime Act to prove the source of his legal funding.
Okay.
The lifestyle he lives, driving a BMW car, renting an expensive apartment. It's not that we are bad mind. It's just facts. If you're a policeman earning $90,000 per month, how can you afford to live that kind of lifestyle?
That is it. That's it,
And the government should track carefully how he is going to fund his legal bill. Because if the lawyer collects any illegal money, then he himself can be charged.
That's it.
So that is why they should let him prove the legitimacy of his funds.
Good.
When I was listening to the news and I heard the uncle of Donnelly coming onto the radio station or some broadcast. And it was so embarrassing to hear the man saying that Indicom didn't question Noel Maitland, so the case will be a weak case going forward, and the police was covering up. That's the most stupid thing I could ever heard in my life.
Can you imagine? Indicom would have no power. Brother, you're a learned person right here where I'm talking to. Indicom have any power? If you arrest anybody? Indicom have any... Tell me what's the power, what's the work of it? Yes.
Indicom having the scope of duty to only investigate is unnecessary because the police already have investigative powers and they have the resources. So Indicom is not needed for any investigation alone.
Okay, so Indicom can arrest anyone?
It's just a good feeling.
That may have to just tell. Thank you. Okay.
They are absolutely unnecessary.
Okay.
How can you have Indicom, which can only investigate, when the DPP and the police already have investigative powers, plus they have the resources that Indicom doesn't even have?
Okay. And when Indicom investigate, who them turn it over to?
They have to turn it over to the DPP or the police.
Okay,
because
good.
they have the sole authority for prosecution. It's just that the DPP is the head.
Thank you.
Is the chief prosecutor.
So Indicom have any power?
But the same powers that the DPP has, police also have it.
Good.
Because they can both prosecute. It's just that the DPP supervises and provide legal opinion to the police.
Okay, good.
And guide their investigation and demand the kind of evidentiary material that they need to make the cases stronger.
Good.
But Indicom is totally unnecessary. So when I heard the uncle saying that the police covering for Maitland, look here, commend the police. They are doing a very good job. And as you said, this case is it's a very easy conviction. It will be easier than Vibes Cartel Zone.
Easy case.
Because you can give an account as to the remember, the mother said in the interview that her daughter was lying right beside her in the same bed. And Maitland came for her. And she said, "Mommy, I'm leaving to stay out for the night." She reached at Noel Maitland's apartment. Right? She contacted the mother from there. So there is phone evidence.
Everything.
As to who took her up and where she went.
Good.
She told her mother that she would be coming home, and thereafter she couldn't give any other.
Good.
She was shut off.
And then look on this now. This guy, instead of him put up something, remember, shut down in pictures and shut down everything. This guy no remorse. None at all. None.
I want to ask a simple question. Do you believe that Donnelly Donaldson is dead?
Of course. So
why would a normal jury believe?
They might believe. So listen, if you love your mom so much, and by the way, if she never die as yet, and when the kidnapper offer, when they will offer ransom, me not think so. So she wouldn't, and if she was alive and could have pulled herself, she'd have reached back her yard. So these are the questions when me ask. I mean, a man ask a lot of questions where, you understand, someone have not think about it. Because she wouldn't make her mother sit down and suffer, figure a heart attack or a thing, and not reach home. In a one, where she go.
If she's not dead, where could she be after so many days?
She don't go with no passport. She don't go with nothing at all. And remember, even if him did lock her in a dungeon or somewhere, and she don't have the food or nothing, can lock up, she must dead or something. So she dead. So you don't even have to ask that, but where him carry the body. Remember from day one when me hear, me make sure tell them say, yo, remember them dump body over Port Royal Road there, so them like use it's a cemetery, You understand? Over the loan depart, they say, And then them have some of the grave, them burn body and them feed body to crocodile. So some of the grave them where you see them have them done, them move that and feed body in it too. And them do all kind of things to body right now. Them hide body. All over Jamaica. A matter of fact, them a find body all about. So them know it's not a joke me I make. In a communities. Them find body all about.
I think the police could also look into the funeral homes. But if
they might have checked because
the possibility of running any traces it doesn't exist.
It depends on who.
Suppose
because
they have done a cremation.
You understand? You see what I'm saying?
Is that I believe that she is dead. You believe that she is dead. The public believe that she is dead. So why would a normal jury composed in a murder trial wouldn't believe that she is dead? It sounds stupid on the part of the uncle. I think his name is Log. I think he should allow the police to do their job. Okay, the police charged the man yesterday and came out very strident.
But oh God, let me tell you something, brother.
Doing what they're supposed to be doing, and yet still he gone in front of Half a Tree police station to demonstrate today. I don't know
no sense.
Who is advising this family, but they look very stupid. Yes, on what they're doing.
Yeah, and these are the things where we are run from. Because them cases are too strong. You come fit. Remember, you know, she not say she take a taxi or a bus and she say, "Me, I go check Wayne loan some. Call me name." Which she still have to have me under suspicion because she call me name, say she come at me. And my might say she not come, but yes, still she could have reached. So you still have to go check me out. But no, me myself come pick her up. Ma'am, no, I always drop her back. But this time, me pick her up.
Phone records can collaborate everything. There.
I remember it bounce off, you know, what them a call from and everything. So right away, no care what him want say, everything fine for him.
Let me ask a question now, Wayne.
Yes.
If he, Noel Maitland, didn't kill her, who killed her? Because she was in his presence.
I remember.
So why has he failed to give an account of her? Why has he deleted social media pictures and going to lawyer and refused to answer question and answer sessions and all that kind of thing?
Make I answer something to you now. So if you just tell me something, you talk to a lady for much years and you pick her up and carry her back and pick her up and say she gone in or something, you tell her lie to she gone in or something and she gone home. Why should I gone home and what have you? Oh, you know, see, you know, call the mother, she have to call you like the wind and a half, and then you are say boom. You know, show no remorse. Tell me something. If you say she number one, from you, even if you and she not talk and you have something and she go in a taxi, don't you make sure she reach home?
You know,
a matter of fact, you don't carry her home yourself, even if she begs.
I wanna, Christopher Townsend said he's not surprised that his client has been charged.
Yes.
You want me to tell you, Christopher Townsend, why you should not be surprised? Because he was the only suspect in the case from the outset, and he was the only practical suspect you could ever consider. So that is why you should not be surprised that he is charged.
You know where certain lawyer did want though? It them like when you muddy the water so it take you longer and them can coach them client before them even get hired properly. Do you understand? Before them get charged or something, so me can coach you, come and me coach you. Yeah, pay me, come and me coach you.
You know what I want now?
Yes.
I heard that Indicom questioned this district constable Lady Smith today.
Yes.
And they have not established a reason for the questioning, you know. They have not even stated whether or not it's legal. A matter of fact, when I heard Oswald Senior Smith, who is representing this lady, he made it clearly that the purpose of the investigation wasn't to treat her as a suspect. It was only to give her a certain line of question that is totally unnecessary. So, so right now, I think she could sue Indicom for what Indicom has done.
No, but yeah, we know that. But
suing Indicom for questioning a client that is not under suspicion.
Yes, yeah, because okay. So maybe they might have, and then them are look stupid again. Because them, as I said, them are dog without teeth. And then if you ask her, maybe you want to get something upon him, how long you not talk to him, or him treat him youth, or him do this, or him do that.
Listen, the police has dominated. Listen, the police has dominated this investigation.
Yes.
The prime suspect was charged. Why Indicom went and interviewed Miss Smith today, and she was not treated as a person under any suspicion?
Yeah, man.
She is not a subject. She is not a suspect. The lawyer concurred on the same clip on the radio station that it was merely a friendly line of questioning. It had nothing to do with her facing the prospects of being prosecuted.
Hold on, brother. Hold on 1 minute. One minute.
Government resources and
1 minute, brother. Me just see Ann Chang. Easy. We have a look at this question here. Me see I call somebody upon here, so we don't do that. A family upon here, so Uno just tone on that thing there, yeah? Please. Yeah, because so me not allow them thing there, we just like be nice, yeah? We just saying, just tone down on nothing and be nice, yeah? Be nice, man. All right? Yeah, man. Go through better. Yeah, man.
Yes, so I'm saying that
Yeah, man.
if there is no evidence to treat Miss Smith as a suspect, what jurisdiction does Indicom has to put her under questioning today?
But
and
no, but
not even the lawyer as well Smith can pick up that what Indicom has done was illegal. In fact, Indicom has trespassed on our rights. Because if the person is not under suspicion or treated as a suspect, why would you couple her for questioning? Indicom was not established to do any friendly line of questioning. They were established to investigate cases properly.
Yes.
And
okay. So as we say, all right. So
to any prosecution or not aid in the investigation.
All right.
Why would Indicom
so what
question
me say with Indicom now, because she them never come and say, because the police said, okay, them interview she already and rule her out long time. Maybe her work and everything. Them interview, them talk already. Them never look on her. Right? Me never look on her neither.
And not only that, the police charged the prime suspect yesterday.
Yeah.
So if they had any previous intention to question Miss Smith, they would have cancelled it and said, listen, the police has dominated the investigation. They have made progress into charging the prime suspect. So it makes no sense we go ahead and question Miss Smith today. That is what Indicom should have done.
So
until now, as well Senior Smith is not astute sufficiently to figure out that his client's rights were breached today. We are telling him now that he can take legal action against Indicom.
Yes.
But he didn't figure it out. He just said, oh, it was fine. Indicom had a normal talk. It wasn't for any prosecution. It wasn't treating her as any prime suspect. So what other motive can Indicom have? It's not a toy. It's not to waste government resources. So you can't do something that is totally unnecessary.
As I said before, I have not give them no more ear time, because I tell you, a big dog without teeth. The man them may come from a radar station and Indicom draw the police them draw down upon me. Now my son in the car, me never in the car. Them I say no, I don't say do it. If you say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, any time of day, you know if you have my license fire upon me, what happened to you? So me say you cannot search me. Them have the police goes, all right then, I'm going to car, I find anything in there. Like me do drugs or me do something, and man them just pull up my thing. You know they think they must stick in their seat. Tear up my back seat, tear it out,
Yes.
Going on my thing there, so and see 100 and something to it. Me say if I didn't know, just something like, remember me see them in and me put an indicator, I go about my business. Then me that go, me that put it, turn it and go up. Me see them, who is them? But this, remember, you can't see me coming with the law, and you just stop me through them to stop and search. It's illegal. That's why you see me and the public defender upon CVM. I talk about the same thing.
Yes.
Because I go talk about, and I know Indicom 5 years, and then send me something dog without teeth. Them can't find none of the police. Them, I mean that search them, and nobody not tell me who them, So them can't charge nobody. And that them send come give me. That about one time when them could have do a little thing with Terrence. No, them not have the powers there, because Andrew did come out and say, no, we have to calm them down, Indicom and boom. And then you go, Barrington, where am I going the other day? You go. I say, well, him and the police them work together in Candice and that.
Exactly.
Indicom for come and hold them
I saw
accountable.
that.
You saw it. Good. I saw it too.
Just by him doing that, he should have been fired on the
spot. He should have fired and go about in business.
Indicom should be an independent authority.
Thank you, sir.
It doesn't need the support of the police.
Right?
Absolutely.
And then them carry them go back.
They were established for two different reasons.
Yes.
So if you're going to have a body watching over the police, how can you be working together? That's going to be conflict of interest.
And the people them never hear this, but I hear it. And then him come back now and come back now, brother, and him say, no, them they go up Henry Morgan house and then move a little. Remember that part there when them Terrence have try fight, say, we can do arrest, and the DPP I said, no, this and that and that. Then remove that. Them remove it,
I
go to
remember
court and them
clearly.
remove it. So in the then
And
no
that is what
power, then
caused Terence
nothing.
Williams to be frustrated and left the job because he was an excellent commissioner of Indicom.
Yes. Yes.
He left the job because Delroy Trupp and the government would not give him prosecutorial powers.
Yes.
They can't even detain. They don't even have any powers to detain, much less to prosecute.
Enough people don't know. So Indicom is a dog without teeth. So let me see
why would the government allow Indicom to only have the power to investigate when the police and the DPP's office already have the powers to investigate and charge? In other words, Indicom is not necessary.
Them not waste some money. We have pay them for no. We have too much of them check and balances agency when not do nothing at all. Them a do some them a do some we call them cesspool, man. Them just a waste of taxpayers' money. Because you don't have no power at all. Them a matter of fact, brother.
All these high-powered attorneys at law who are parading for their clients. The source of their funding must be tracked by the government.
Of course.
And once there is a stench of any illegal activity, then the lawyers themselves must be charged and those funds should not be able to transfer to them. It should be seized by the government.
Thank you.
They have the power to do it.
Yes, man. That me I say 100%, you know. That me I talk about.
And once the government tracking these funds that criminals are using to pay lawyers,
yes,
I can tell you that these lawyers will run out of business and the government will have to fund legal costs.
It's better off for we no business. But we get more conviction and we don't stop the foolishness we are going because some man will say, yo, you see when me get trapped, and me just I get trapped, but me I lose my wife, me I lose my freedom, me I lose my money, me not nothing. I get maybe 100 years. And when we come back, the 10 minutes
when we say this, that the money should be checked before these monies can be passed over to attorneys at law for their defense. We are not saying this to breach anybody's constitutional rights. We are saying if the money was ill-gotten gains funds, then it should not be able to use in any line of defense.
Can you use dirty money? So you know what we're saying then? Okay, we can seize the money and seize them property because ill gain money, give you these property and give you these money, right? We can just like how them find money in the house and them seize it, right? So we can seize this money, but the liar can get paid out of it. That don't make no sense. Them can't have it two-way.
No. That
it can't have two-way, brother.
In the reach of crime.
All right.
That would be transferring bad money into somebody else's hands.
Thank you.
Remember, these are tainted funds, you know. So no professional should be able to use it or to get it as their pay.
Thank you.
Benefiting from the proceeds of crime.
Good. And you see when you have some wicked guys like these guys and them have these kind of money, when you move the money from them not have no power to do things I would, you know. Sometimes they get with a weakness, them do all kind of things. You know, when they don't have the money, nobody no look for you, no better. You understand? You cripple them in them trap.
You realize that Vice Cartel did not get any bail.
That guy must get the bail. This guy can't get the bail. Noel can't get the bail.
No, you're dealing with a policeman, you know, who has a whole lot of connections. You understand? The lady, the Donnelly mother is still there. She is a prime witness in the case.
Yes.
This man should never ever get any bail because the mother's life would be at risk. And you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. And that me I put too.
Witness in this case.
Because she see him. So we don't know where I'm head. So we know, and nobody not supposed to go to him neither. Nobody.
Be able to get bail.
Yeah. You understand? Because when you hear about him get visit, you're not supposed to in there, so you never even get charged yet, or get him you never even get interrogation yet at the time, and you are get visit. That's a joke. Yeah, my brother.
Yes, man, I'm hearing you clearly.
You don't get charged, and I like you get charged, and you depend with man, and then you have visitors or something. You don't get charged to interrogate this guy. We'll hold him. And you get a visit, unauthorized visit.
But the purpose of interrogation is to make the situation become sterile, where there is no other external factors to disrupt your investigation. So once he got visit now, the whole thing became a mess.
So we start looking into the police to allow this.
That is what you call contamination and collusion.
Oh, okay.
Why would you visit someone at such a delicate stage? And the artist who did that, you know the chance and the risk you were taking that your reputation could crash if that was highlighted. So why was it so necessary to go and visit him? It must be very necessary. It must be some business transaction or something to help him out of the situation.
So make I ask you something.
Money around, it can be tampering with the crime scene. You understand me? It can be very, because it must be useful to the accused man. Why you would go and visit him under detention?
So may I ask you something now?
The policeman who allowed that, he must have been paid. He would never ever do that for free.
Oh, good. All right. So let me ask you something. If you hear someone like this now, with this kind of case and the kind of, you know, where him in and you know him, you'd try and go visit him. The first thing, remember, you know, you'd try and go near him.
I would definitely stay away because my character and reputation could be easily tainted.
So your name now, me not coming out, more go near him either. Because if I run from something and I take something,
I would be hurting the investigators because they have him there for a reason. Good. And they want to keep the environment sterile so there is no contamination from external forces. Because once there is contamination, information start to pass.
Of course.
And that person can do things on the road for him that will prejudice against the case that the police preferring.
And that's not good enough. You understand? That shouldn't be.
Listen, it shows that Jamaica is not an orderly society. Because how can you have remember, this is a murder charge, you know, brother. This is a serious offense. Somebody's life has been snuffed out. This is the most serious crime you can find on earth.
Yes.
Because you can't bring back somebody's life. So why would you treat it so?
Like nothing. Like, oh, you can get a visit, an unauthorized visit. And you just come in and that does something. And you understand it bad. I don't want you know transfer. We want to investigate the police there too. We want to know what happened.
And they should name the entertainer and name the police.
Yes, they must do that. And then for investigate
because
who come there.
You know one of the good things about naming these people, whenever you name them, other things start to come up on these people. People come up with new information on them. So it's good to name all these people who are making trouble in society.
Of course.
Because there are always people around who know much about them and they will come out and talk things that they were hiding.
Yes.
So the entertainer should be named. The policeman should be named.
As I said before, let me just tell the whole of Jamaica this. Indicom is a big dog. Like a big mongrel dog without teeth, a big old dog. Them now have no powers around here. Now
let me tell you something.
Not joke. I'm not joking.
If I agree with you, Indicom is of no use at all. So the uncle Donnelly's uncle should stop talk that kind of nonsense about Indicom not investigating the
Indicom and nobody. No, brother.
Why is Indicom necessary?
But hear this now. Sometimes you see, that's what I see with my kind of people. Them, you know, we come from ghetto to one thing. Sometimes when you have some people around you and you don't know it never happened to you yet. So some people might have say, yeah man, you know, see Indicom a better Indicom, me go do this, but them never wrap up with Indicom like me. Remember, you know, me know me not get my brother. So them miss this happened to my brother. Me don't know all them mints him and find him up and all kind of things. It's running on my brain every night. You might tell you say nothing. That's why I try to make a better
I sympathize with your position.
You understand? That's why me can't remember me got you. I still got you it. So it's a burden for me. It's until my time when me have two siblings move. One, them just move him and I know not even born for bury. So me understand that him wanna be alive. And you see what me I do, and you just see, remember the place small, and I like him that passport to go nowhere, what have you, him wanna hide from me. Me grow him too. From my father dead, you know, so we are take care of him. Do music, you know. I'm not releasing
Yes.
tune coming like for you him voice like you said, John. See him do music, but put him in the music and everything to me. So it threw me off completely too. So we go through this and I like I'm still I got through it and I like it can heal because it's, if you get some bone for burial, you get him back. You know wait, it'll be born by now. You just say, okay,
You know,
how evil thing, but you don't get nothing, brother. See?
Yeah,
And enough
see,
more people,
it's sad that
800
your
people
case
missing
was
sincere.
not highlighted fully,
Yes.
as in the case of Donaldson.
Yes.
Now, the
Yeah,
public
man.
is outraged with the Donaldson case. And you
Mhm.
have a policeman, so I think you should set a perfect example out of him.
Have
And that
to.
example should be a
Mhm.
conviction and a sentencing that is, I hear a name in some hundreds of years, you know.
Yeah, brother,
I
them
think
people
that's
are
very
wicked, man.
appropriate.
That them me go through it. You see,
I
me go.
like your suggestion.
You see, when them hear me talk about something, you know, I'm in the coming hear me bashing. Remember, when they send me thing, me show the people, them know they see it, no. I'm not straight, remember, me draw back feet, and them all call me two different names. Mr. Brown and Mr. what? Then call me, then give me to Mr. Mercy, Mr. Hallin. In the comma right, while them not find nobody for charge, and them that tell me to help them to investigate.
Go and investigate the police and they can't charge, arrest or anything. Police not take them gonna run them away and send them gone about them business, man. Police police not going to pay them any mind. Police don't run them there, run away in the come already, you know. So in the come cannot talk to any police right now. They can just, you submit the questions and they should answer and so on. But at the end of the day, they can't charge, they can't detain, they can't prosecute the case in front of the court. So what purpose do they serve? Only to investigate when the police already have the power to investigate and the director of public prosecution. They are not needed. They should close the office.
But my mind them in the come again. Cause me a big thing with them. That's why I call them dog without teeth people. 5 years. Take my back seat, draw gun, 3 police. I know them can't find none of them. Them don't know who for charge, so them don't have no charge. Them send the thing to me. Send it and tell me my case closed. I have it for sure no. So these guys that walk up and down and me don't know. You understand? So okay, them walk up and let them go. No, make them walk up and down and it's okay.
If the government if the government crush the ill-gotten gains by Noel Maitland, a matter of fact, he's going to come with a plea deal and tell the police what he knows. And even help them to discover the body. Once the government takes away his ill-gotten money,
you take everything from him, man.
Get more information and find the body quickly.
Yeah, man. You're not the winner of time, man. Take everything from him, man. You understand?
Because once the money goes, there is no more Christopher Townsend.
We know that.
You have to appoint a legal aid lawyer.
Of course. Of course.
And if your money not straight, it's not that the government is indictive. Once it's bad money, then the government has the power to proceed seizure in the courts.
And then money they can do a lot of things to school and hospital and all kind of things. Can make up the something. So yes, I'm not joke. Yeah, man. We have to get serious about some things to clear up the place. Ireland too smart for you can't clear, but you have to take this guy and make an example. You know, yeah, man.
In leaving, man, I want to congratulate you on the good job you're doing because you got the Collymore case right. You got the Beachy Stout case right. You got the Donaldson case right. And even when people were trying to mislead the public, you stood course and you lead us all into the right direction. So, man, you're doing an excellent job.
Of course,
I want to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah, man.
Because right now, I think you're a guiding light to the JCF.
Of course. You know, we do them a lot of help, you know. Make I tell you something. You remember the inspector will go up near to St. Catherine there. But I seen in the paper about him have a heart attack and drop down. Me hear them keep a meeting.
Yes.
You know, the commissioner section, they keep a meeting and say, see, if we never watch loan someone and know, say, that's why I want to know. Him for a criminal, a guy will get deep. If you go attack people, we up there so. Yeah, up in the event, so we pass up so. And then them give lie statement. Me just show the video. And I say, what happened to you now? See what the man did there before him drop down. The guy take up the gun and him drop down. I give them the whole thing. And them said them never watch me, them only even know these things. See? Yes. So me no brother, I want to see a better Jamaica, yes, sir. It hurt me, but I try to fix it.
The phone that Maitland has, all his finances,
Yes.
should be tied to the very phone he has in his hands, because you notice that everything you do right now, you get it in your email. Every form of transaction, once it's a recorded transaction, it's going back to your email,
Of course.
The police should crack his phone wide open and look into his emails and everything. And gather information from people, probably even in the same music industry. How does this man gain the money and the lifestyle he lives? Because his salary of $90,000 cannot pay for Chelsea apartment. And which bank did he use to secure a car loan for his BMW? It's not that we are a bad mind. We want to see people make progress and have a lot of money, but not bad money. We want to see them have good money.
So we can clean up the country, brother.
In good order.
We can clean up the country, brother. Me see the time I run for me, so I run in, brother. Respect and yeah, man. Thanks. Thanks for calling, yes, sir. All right, brother. Bless it.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, man. Yeah, man, I have to talk to a learned friend and him call in at the right time. Yeah? As I said before, can I run out, in the come a dog without teeth. 5 years, them take for my case. 5. A matter of fact, them have no power of arrest. Them remove that in a Morgan house. We never follow up what I want. So, something want here people, them, want in the come. Or my get up people, them, when we start follow up these things, follow current affairs and follow up some of them things, you know. Follow them things, man. And a joke me I make, man. So when you know say in the come them, it's just a little to make one feel good. What them can do? Say me investigate. Now them say them give strike 5. The DPP turn over the file with the girl in Zinga King. And when the DPP come out and say, we in the come get them. So them reckon and say this and that and both not get charged and one bag of foolishness. Them no good. You understand? But them themselves can't go charge. Them move, them cannot do things because when Terence did it, them used to do that. In the comma sees this and them do this. So them just dismantle these kind of things. We are waste millions a year within the com. I mean, you partner say him there they work with the police. Me think you be a watch dog to the police, to the not the good police, but the bad policing. So what did happen? Then they get up in a Morgan house and I say, boy, in the come and hinder some police on the work, and then want to come down with this hard stand for please private sector and the big wars them up there. When I forget smart, Remember them can't trick me, You can't trick me. Remember 5 years, and I tell me, the thing, I gotta try it up to I remind, I said me should I investigate the case. Them tell me, the same thing, and I call me 2 different names. In the come, right? Man, I call me 2 different names. And my case closed. Because them can't find the police with a charge. With damage my vehicle. And drag on for me. Dog without teeth. Them and them not really them not have the power for arrest and thing. Or we investigate the turnover back to the same police. We talk about missing. All know me not get my little brother. All know. Not even born. And we are suffer for all these years. And you have other people like me who are suffer for all these years. So it's good when you get 20 days and you hear something. We don't get that no closure. None. So I never know of all them means up the youth and John. Yeah, let me tell you, you see Jamaica, be that thing them going with, Enough people them throwing a pit and all kind of things, For nothing at all, I don't know where them get out of these things, People who are not trouble you, You understand? I have some guys, let me tell you again, like Beachy Stout, them go on and them have the girl at this, that, and that, when they look, you understand, blue pill self. And when them wife find a little stud, him kill the wife. Check out that one, because remember, she can't look at nobody neither. He get mad, But him fear of all of them, like 12 more of them, all over the place. So any little thing, it kick him off. You understand? So I'm about the motive. And this is an easy case. You come at the lady, you take up her daughter, always carry her home. She called, she there your place. Case closed. And like she said, me take a taxi go up there. And then you have to prove and say, but she never reach. You come fear, carry her back. Don't chat. Me there, yeah? Lonesome. Me up. Make sure moving funds. Let the winner time. Him, but for make example of time. Him for go, man. Him too evil, man. Remember me and my daughter them too, you know. And me and my granddaughter too, you know. All right. Me there, yeah? Loan some me up. Bless.